If you clicked on this video, you're probably in a rut trying to get out of it, but really struggling. The problem is that you think you've fallen off of self-improvement and that you're no longer on it. The reason why you can't get back on track and can't get out of that rut is because of your mentality. For a very long time, I didn't change my identity. And that's why I struggled so much at the start of my journey on self-improvement. Back then, I needed to understand that this self-improvement was for life. So if I missed a few days, I was never off of self-improvement. I never stopped self-improvement. It was just a few bad days because I was going to continue doing this for life and there will always be highs and lows. So it was just a few bad days that I could learn from, but instead I kept thinking that I was getting off of self-improvement and I stopped. But in reality, I just had a few bad days, which is normal. If you don't already know me, my name is Lawrence. I help young men fast track their self-improvement success. You're clearly interested, so just go down and click the subscribe button. So you might have not changed your identity. You might still be the guy who's trying to get onto self-improvement, and you might still be the person who thinks that once they fall into a rut, they're off of self-improvement, they're no longer on it, they're back to their old life. But if you change the way you think about yourself, if you change your perception of yourself and instead think, oh, I'm the guy who's on this for life, I'm going to continue doing this. There is no stopping self-improvement. So therefore, when times are hard, it's just a few bad days and I'm going to try to learn from them and move on. Think about that. Whereas if your mindset is, oh, I'm no longer on self-improvement, then you're going to have a very hard time getting back onto self-improvement, which you think it is, because you think that you've come off self-improvement. Whereas the guy who thinks he's on it for life, he's going to think, oh yeah, it's just a few bad days, I'll get back as soon as I can, as soon as my mind understands what the problem is and I can fix it. Remember that self-improvement is long-term. That's why we practice delayed gratification, is because we sacrifice our comfort today to get something better tomorrow. It's always about the future. So you need to understand that this is long-term. And of course, everything that's long-term has highs and lows. Look at the stock market. It keeps going up and down and up and down. But in the long term, if you keep going the same way, it will go up. That's the same with a lot of things. Although it has highs and lows, usually it climbs upwards. So you shouldn't be discouraged by 1 week where you have like a bad time, fall a bit in a rut, because you're going to live for these many years. So 1 week is not going to hurt your improvement because you have so much time to just keep working and learn from that. I'll quickly explain to you how I get out of bad days. I've already made a video on it, so I'll probably link that in the description. You can go watch it if you want to. So what I do is I set the bar lower. And now your ego, which mine also did when I didn't learn this, is going to go crazy saying, oh, why would you set the bar lower? No, I did 20 minutes of meditation before this rut. So if I have to start, I have to do 20 minutes of meditation again, or else it won't count. But you've just been scrolling for 1 week. You haven't been productive for a whole week. How do you think you're going to be at 20 minutes again when you have no momentum? When you've been doubting yourself this whole week? You can't do 20 minutes. Accept it. So start lower. 1 minute, 3 minutes, 5 minutes. However low you need to go. Set that as the intention and do that. It's better to take action on a small action than not take action. Because then you'll slowly realize that it's not that hard and you'll slowly get back into the habit. And then within a couple weeks, maybe a month, you're back at 20 minutes. And then you have the momentum again and then you're rolling again. So it's just about not making it too hard for yourself. Killing your ego a little bit, saying, okay, I actually can't do that. I've fallen into a rut. I have to go back down before I can go up again. But as I said, I'll be linking that video so you can just go watch that. So always keep in mind that this never stops. You're not going to stop self-improvement. And if you are, then why even start? Because this lifestyle, it is a lifestyle. It's a lifestyle change you make. And because it's a lifestyle, it doesn't matter if you fuck up for like a week or something. Because you have a whole year. That's 7 days out of 365. You can learn from your mistakes and make sure to not commit to that mistake again. You have so much time. You just have to keep going. Because how much are you going to improve if you give up when a bad day comes? Then you're not going to improve. Whereas the guy who fucks up for 7 days and then get back to his shit, he's going to get success eventually because he keeps going. He doesn't give up. It's all about staying patient, keep going, understand that it's long term, and just not giving up. You cannot lose if you don't give up, because the fight never ends if you don't quit. Then there is only winning. It's the only thing left is winning when you don't give up. Think about that. Just think about if you played a football match, right? The other team keeps scoring, and let's say there was no time limit, and you don't give up. You can't lose, because even though they're going to score 100 goals and you have 0, you're not going to give up, because you know that someday you'll become so good that you can actually win, because there is no losing if you don't give up. Think about that. The guy who doesn't give up doesn't lose. So you choose. Do you want to be the guy that gives up and loses, or you want to be the guy that never gives up and wins? You're clearly interested in self-improvement videos just like this one, so just go down and click the subscribe button. It's a win-win for both of us. Also, check out the Discord server. It's the first link in the description. And last but not least, put one foot in front of the other.